Hi everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. And if you're listening in the podcast, thank you so much for being here. I'm here today, November 7th, 2023, to give you information about this recent case of a missing woman missing in Guatemala, okay? Her name is Nancy Ng, 29 years old, from Monterey Park in Los Angeles County. She has been missing for 3 weeks now. She went on a solo trip to Guatemala in middle of October, and she hasn't been found yet. She hasn't been seen. This is very heartbreaking, okay? And this is the world that we're living in right now. We have a 29-year-old. The family is completely destroyed. You can see some of the interviews of the family, brothers and sisters that she has, her parents. They don't understand what's going on, right? So this 29-year-old Nancy Ng, like I said, has been missing for 3 weeks in Guatemala, where she traveled in mid-October to attend a yoga retreat for the second time in a row, okay? She has done this before. She loved it so much, and she's like, I'm just gonna do my thing. I'm gonna go again, right? Yoga is what she likes to do. Going to Guatemala is something that she wanted to do. Then she did it, right? She's old enough, 29 years old, right? I know right now in this world we're living in crazy times. I was actually planning a trip in November for this month to go back to Milan, but I'm like, it's getting too crazy right now. I'm gonna hold off for a moment. I mean, we were like, me and my friend, we were so close to just booking the tickets, and we were like, okay, this whole thing with what's happening in the world is getting too much. Maybe we should hold on because anything can happen, right? But she went to Guatemala, right? And she has done this before. She's very secure. um she is nothing like she hasn't seen before. It's her second trip to the same place with the same tourist group, or I guess you can say, and now she's missing. But this case is very strange, okay? Because they're not getting, like, the family, on top of dealing with the pain that their daughter, their sister is missing, they are coming to this realization that people in that trip that were in that trip with her, okay, they're not coming forward and speaking. Not only that, it took 24 hours for her to be reported missing. Apparently they went on the kayaking trip, and the one on the kayaking trip, she was sharing the kayak with another woman who said, we got so far deep into the lake, and Nancy decided to go swimming, and then we haven't seen her, right? And now the FBI has been involved because this is very strange, okay? How is it that the whole group is not really coming forward and speaking? How is it that she's not reporting missing into 24 hours? Like, I'm not I'm not that familiar with lake and swimming and nothing like that, but all I know, during summertime here in Connecticut, when there is somebody missing, like on the lakes, it does report it immediately. Okay, and you see, that they're having people searching for that person, all of that, and it's a time sensitive situation, especially in a lake, right? So why is it that it took so long for them to call for help? Okay, this is a human life. This is so bizarre, and I'm happy that now the FBI is getting involved, because that's what the family wanted. They wanted the government somehow to get involved in this. This is a foreign country. She's not from there. Like I said, she's visiting. So I'm glad that they're at least getting the help that they need. And the people in that trip that are not coming forward and speaking, like, what is going on? Why are they hiding that, right? I mean, it's so crazy. I don't want to, like, make comparison, but just a few weeks ago we learned about finally getting to know what happened with Natalie Holloway, who went on a trip, right, with some classmates to Aruba 20 plus, I think it was 20 years ago, and now we finally know what happened to her, right? This is how life is, right? you're here today, you don't know what can happen tomorrow. Like Nancy, 29 years old, she has a great job here. She works with special needs kids. You can tell she's a lovely woman because you see some of her photos. And to work with special needs kids, you have to have a different type of, you know, soul, I guess you can say. You have to be very patient, very kind, and you can see it, like it comes across from her photos. She looks very sweet, and to see also her family, her sisters, her brother and sister, so distraught like they are. um and now, to for them to get this type of response from the people that were there with her, like not providing information, like wow, what a slap in the face that is. Imagine if that happens to one of their family members, right? So let me give you more information here. She was officially reported missing later that week on October 19, right? This just happened, right? October 19, according to the description. Right now, by the way, they do have a GoFundMe going on. You guys know I like to share the GoFundMe, the official GoFundMe that when something like this happens, that family comes, puts out. They're gonna need all the help they can get. I'm gonna share the link. If you are listening in the podcast, you can go to my YouTube channel, Julissa Designs, and look for the link. I'm gonna post it there, or you can go ahead and go and search for Nancy Ng on GoFundMe, and you can see her fundraising is all the way up to 44,000 right now. Any little that you can donate will help the family. So they said she was reported missing on October 19. The campaign to support search and rescue effort in Lake Atilan in Guatemala, as well as travel expenses and other costs for the Ng family. Like I know, I cannot imagine, you know, like what the family is going through right now, right? This must be very sad. You see your sister, um, she's so excited to do what she likes to do, right? She's gonna go back to the same place that she fell in love with, and I know times are crazy right now, but she's old enough to make decisions like that, and this is not something new for her. So she's like, I'm just gonna go again. I'm gonna go for this trip and do what I like to do. And her family, wishes her well, right? And now they get a call saying we don't know, something happened to her. We don't know where she is. She's missing. And it's like, what? Are you serious? And now the people that were with her in that trip, not her friends, like people from her hometown that came with her to the trip, it's basically people that she met over there. Like now they're not saying anything. Like what are they hiding? Like why not say anything and help somebody? Always put yourself in somebody's shoes, right? What happened to her the last time that you saw her? Okay, did she said anything, right? Did she meet anybody there? Anything, right? Anything will help the family to go, um, to live through something like this. Any type of information will help, right? So I'm sure they're planning on going there soon to see what's going on. That's why their GoFundMe is running too. So it says to travel, to cover travel expenses, right? They say here, money raised through the campaign has primarily financed search and rescue operations in Guatemala. I think that, I think the FBI should be able to take care of that. Um, for the family to deal with that. If the Guatemalan country is not able to provide that for them, I think if the FBI is involved, they should at least do that, right? It says here, Nancy was last seen while kayaking with other tourists who had come up to Guatemala for the retreat. Like I said, it's not people that travel from here with her to that trip. That people that she knows, those are people that she met when she was over there. And it says here, the Guatemalan Public Ministry said in a statement on Tuesday, she and another person eventually broke off from the group, and they continued to kayak for slightly over a mile into the lake before Nancy decided to jump into the lake to swim, at which point she disappeared, according to the statement. At that point, the officials said the other person who had been kayaking with Nancy turned back to notify the large group of what had happened. And later, the staff of the hotel where they were staying, the hotel manager reported her disappearance to local authorities on October 20th. So at this point, right, everybody's a suspect, I guess you can say. I'm not trying to point fingers, but she was on that kayak with another woman, right? Another tourist. And that person said Nancy decided to jump for swimming. I hope that this person is not be like, oh, you know what? Good luck. I gotta go back to my life, right? I hope she's still in Guatemala right now being investigated by authorities. This happened October 20th, November 7th now. So if the Guatemalan people are doing the right thing right now, the officials over there, I hope they have that person there until they get more information about what happened to her. And the reason that I say that is because she is the person who last saw Nancy. Okay, you don't go into a kayak and go down the middle of the river, whatever, break off from a group of tourists and come back and say, I don't know what happened to her. She decided to go swim and never came back. I gotta go back to my country. See you guys later. Good luck with everything. No, we need to help that person, at least under suspicions, because you know she's the last person who saw her alive, I guess you can say for now, right? So she needs, this is now, she's involved in this case right now, that person, that woman that was with her. So I hope they didn't let her go just yet. Okay? Yes, let the people are going to investigate, the FBI is involved. So that I hope that that lady is still there. I mean, it's been like so long already, but I hope they still have her there and do not let her leave for now until everything is resolved or something, right? Something, right? But she is the person who's last seen with Nancy. Like, you don't go, okay, you don't go in a car with somebody and then that person decides to stop at the road and buy something, never come back to the car, and you're just gonna go off with your life and like nothing happened. No, you know more than that, okay? And the fact that the other people are not saying enough, they know more than that, right? What was the conversation with the two of them, right? How they get paired together to go on the kayak, right? Was that randomly, or they picked each other's partner to go into the water? Like at this point, like everything is possible, right? Because somebody's missing. So I hope they still have that person in Guatemala. You know, they don't say her name at all. So the others who traveled to Guatemala for the retreat checked out of the hotel that day to return to the home. Oh, look at that. The other people checked out of the hotel. Like, it's been, I mean, we just learning about this for the past 3 days. I think that this came in the news about Nancy. October 20th is November 7th now. Like, you don't, that doesn't just, like, it's not going to go away. Like, you don't just be like, okay, well, she never came back anyways, we gotta go back to our country. It's like, no, we need more information, okay? We need information about how this whole thing happened. So the ministry learned of Nancy's disappearance from a local police and began the investigation, which has involved visual inspection in the area where she believed to vanish, as well as inside the room at the hotel where she was staying. Searches were also carried out in the area using dive term and helicopter. Although they say that weather conditions in the Lake Atitlan have complicated those efforts, the prosecutor's office is coordinating the officials overseas in hope they're collecting a statement from potential witnesses. Come on, they're taking too long. You don't just, like, I need to know what was the dialogue with the two of them, okay? People don't just vanish. It's 2023. It doesn't happen. Somebody knows. It's not like it just doesn't happen like that. Okay, did she say anything? Why did they break off from the bigger group? You're in a, you're in a tour together with people. Even though you've been there before, you with other people. Why would you break up? Whose idea was it to break up? Maybe it was the other woman. Who knows, right? Um, like, why? We need somebody, some news channel needs to go and interview that lady, wherever she is. We need more information from her. At the end of the day, guys, she's the person who last saw Nancy over there, and she needs to be held until they get all the investigations done. That's just my opinion. Anyways, this is happening right now. No more information right now about her and about Nancy's disappearance. Then I'm gonna put the GoFundMe, like I said. Let me know what you guys think about this case. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel and listening in the podcast. God bless. Hi everybody, this is Julissa. I'm here to invite you to my podcast, Julissa Designs, and it can be found on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can join me every day as I make episodes of the latest news, real life stories, and I also share my favorite Bible verse. Hope to see you then. God bless. Everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you want to know more about me, you can always visit www.julissadesigns.com. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.